Las Vegas dying, or is it all hype?
It is dying, not only with the tourism, but with the pricing.
What surprised me was the food. The food has increased so much. The buffets are so expensive now. It's like, I don't know, unexpected maybe.
Las Vegas casino CEOs just admitted they're intentionally kicking out middle-class customers, and retirees are fleeing faster than tourists leaving a rigged blackjack table. Caesars Entertainment CEO Tom Reeg put it bluntly, "You're kicking out the lowest end." I see no reason that needs to stop. Translation: if you can't afford $500 nights and $25 cocktails, Vegas doesn't want you anymore. We're ranking the top 7 destinations where Vegas retirees are escaping to, from budget disasters to legitimate retirement havens. These cities are absorbing thousands of displaced Vegas residents who discovered that affordable retirement paradise became expensive tourist trap overnight. So hit subscribe to Mr. Zip Code because we're revealing where smart retirees go when Vegas prices them out. Starting our countdown with Bullhead City, where Vegas retirees go when their budgets are so destroyed they'll accept living across the river from Laughlin just to escape Vegas HOA fees. With median home prices around $280,000, Bullhead City offers the cheapest exit from Vegas, assuming you don't mind your retirement community feeling like a casino's distant cousin. The Colorado River location provides water recreation and slightly cooler temperatures than the Vegas Valley, though cooler is relative when summer highs still exceed 115 degrees. Your air conditioning bills will remain astronomical, but at least your property taxes drop to reasonable levels. The healthcare access requires driving to Las Vegas or Phoenix for serious medical needs, turning doctor appointments into road trips. The recreational activities center around the river and whatever Laughlin's casinos offer, which isn't much compared to what Vegas used to provide before it priced out normal people. Housing costs are genuinely affordable for Vegas refugees, with many retirees able to buy homes outright after selling their Vegas properties. The trade-off involves accepting a smaller community with limited dining, shopping, and cultural options. The demographics skew heavily toward retirees who were priced out of Vegas. Rather than those who chose Bullhead City as their first option, it's a community built on financial necessity rather than lifestyle preference. Bullhead City, where Vegas retirees go when their budgets can't handle Vegas greed, and your biggest entertainment is watching the Colorado River flow toward more interesting places. Mesquite ranks number 6 as the closest escape from Vegas without actually staying in Vegas. Located 80 miles northeast, with median home prices around $350,000, Mesquite offers former Vegas residents the ability to maintain some connection to their old city while escaping the worst financial abuse. The golf courses are genuinely excellent, with several championship layouts that rival anything in Vegas at a fraction of the cost. Your greens fees won't require taking out loans, and the pace of play is civilized rather than rushed by tourists trying to maximize their vacation time. The small-town atmosphere appeals to retirees who remember when Vegas neighborhoods felt like communities rather than investment properties managed by corporate HOAs. You can actually know your neighbors' names without coordinating through property management companies. The proximity to Vegas means you can still access medical specialists, cultural events, and shopping when needed, but you're not paying Vegas prices for daily living. The drive is manageable for occasional trips, but far enough to avoid the constant tourist chaos. The housing market remains stable without the wild fluctuations that make Vegas feel like gambling with your home equity. Property taxes are reasonable, and HOA fees haven't yet discovered they can charge resort-style prices for basic amenities. The trade-off involves accepting limited local amenities and dining options, though many retirees consider this a fair exchange for financial sanity and actual community feel. Mesquite, where you get Vegas access without Vegas abuse, and your biggest decision is which golf course to play while your HOA fees stay reasonable. Henderson ranks number 5 as the smart money's choice for staying in the Vegas metro without getting completely fleeced. With median home prices around $450,000, Henderson offers former Vegas residents the ability to downsize within the same metropolitan area while escaping the worst price gouging. The master-planned communities maintain the amenities that attracted retirees to Vegas originally: pools, golf courses, and recreation centers. Without the corporate greed that's infected other parts of the valley, HOA fees remain reasonable compared to Summerlin's resort-style pricing. The healthcare access is excellent, with multiple hospitals and medical facilities that don't require crossing the entire valley for appointments. The proximity to McCarran Airport makes travel convenient without dealing with strip traffic or tourist crowds. The dining and shopping options are substantial enough to meet daily needs without requiring trips to more expensive parts of Vegas. The local restaurants serve normal portions at normal prices, rather than the inflated tourist pricing that's taken over the Strip and surrounding areas. The demographics include many longtime Vegas residents who moved to Henderson for better value rather than refugees fleeing financial disaster. The community feels more stable and less transient than areas dominated by California transplants and short-term residents. The property taxes are manageable, and the city services function efficiently without the bureaucratic bloat that affects larger municipalities. The infrastructure is well maintained, and the neighborhoods retain character rather than feeling like corporate developments. Henderson, where Vegas metro living makes financial sense, and your biggest luxury is not having to choose between groceries and HOA fees. Palm Desert ranks number 4 as the place where Vegas retirees discover that paying California prices might be worth it for actual infrastructure and stable community management. With median home prices around $650,000, Palm Desert costs more upfront, but delivers value that Vegas promises, but doesn't provide. The healthcare system is genuinely world-class with Eisenhower Medical Center and multiple specialty facilities that don't treat Medicare patients like second-class citizens. The medical community is experienced with retiree needs and doesn't require 6-month waits for routine appointments. The golf courses are immaculate and managed by organizations that understand customer service rather than profit extraction. Your membership fees buy actual amenities rather than just the right to pay additional fees for everything you want to use. The dining scene offers sophisticated options at prices that reflect actual food costs rather than tourist markup. The restaurants serve normal portions, prepared by chefs who understand that retirees want quality rather than Instagram-worthy presentations. The HOA fees are transparent and actually cover the services promised, rather than being raised annually to fund amenities that benefit developers more than residents. The community management operates professionally rather than like amateur hour operations. The infrastructure is maintained properly, with utilities that function reliably and city services that respond to resident needs. The roads are actually paved, the street lights work, and the water pressure doesn't fluctuate based on casino demand. Palm Desert, where California prices buy California quality, and your biggest surprise is discovering that expensive can actually mean valuable. Prescott ranks number 3 as the high-elevation refuge for Vegas retirees who are done with extreme desert heat and corporate-managed communities. At 5,400 feet elevation, with median home prices around $500,000, Prescott offers 4 actual seasons and a small city atmosphere that feels like community rather than investment opportunity. The climate is genuinely moderate, with mild summers that don't require industrial air conditioning, and winters that are manageable without heating bills that exceed mortgage payments. Your utility costs drop dramatically compared to Vegas Valley extremes. The healthcare system is adequate for routine needs, with Yavapai Regional Medical Center providing quality care without the premium pricing of resort destinations. Specialist care requires trips to Phoenix, but the drive is manageable and the costs are reasonable. The downtown area maintains authentic character with local businesses that serve residents rather than tourists. The restaurants offer normal food at normal prices, and the shops sell things people actually need rather than overpriced souvenirs. The cost of living is reasonable with property taxes that reflect actual services rather than bureaucratic excess. The city government operates efficiently without the corruption and incompetence that plague larger municipalities. The outdoor recreation is world-class, with hiking, fishing, and camping opportunities that don't require fighting crowds or paying entrance fees. The natural beauty changes with seasons, providing year-round visual entertainment that beats cable television. The community consists of people who chose Prescott for lifestyle reasons rather than financial desperation, creating a more stable and engaged population. Prescott, where elevation brings moderation, and your biggest decision is whether to hike or fish, while your utility bills stay reasonable. St. George ranks number 2 as the organized, well-managed alternative to Vegas chaos. Located 90 minutes northeast with median home prices around $420,000, St. George attracts Vegas refugees who want desert living without the corporate greed and tourist insanity. The city management is competent and responsive, operating municipal services like they're supposed to work rather than like profit centers designed to extract maximum revenue from residents. The infrastructure is maintained properly, and the utilities function reliably. The healthcare system is excellent with Dixie Regional Medical Center providing quality care at reasonable prices. The medical community understands that healthcare should be about healing rather than maximizing insurance reimbursements. The recreational opportunities are world-class with Zion National Park nearby and golf courses that charge reasonable fees for excellent conditions. Your recreation budget won't require choosing between activities and groceries. The community atmosphere is family-friendly and stable, with residents who plan to stay rather than flip properties for quick profits. The neighborhoods feel like neighborhoods rather than investment portfolios managed by distant corporations. The cost of living is reasonable with property taxes that fund actual services and HOA fees that cover promised amenities rather than executive bonuses. The local restaurants serve normal food at normal prices. The climate offers 4 seasons, with temperatures that don't require survival equipment or industrial cooling systems. Your heating and cooling costs are manageable, rather than budget-destroying. St. George, where municipal competence meets community values, and your biggest surprise is discovering that government can actually work for residents. Pahrump takes the crown as the perfect middle finger to Vegas corporate greed. Located 60 miles west, with median home prices around $320,000, Pahrump offers everything Vegas used to provide: affordable living, genuine community, and reasonable costs, without the casino industry's parasitic extraction. The housing costs are genuinely affordable, allowing Vegas refugees to buy homes outright after selling their overpriced Vegas properties. Your mortgage payments disappear, and your monthly housing costs drop to property taxes and utilities that actually reflect consumption rather than corporate profit margins. The community consists largely of Vegas refugees who understand exactly why they left and are committed to preventing Pahrump from becoming another corporate playground. The local government operates on common sense rather than developer bribes and tourist industry demands. The cost of living is dramatically lower than Vegas, with grocery stores that charge normal prices and restaurants that serve normal portions. Your dining budget won't require choosing between eating out and paying HOA fees. The healthcare access requires trips to Vegas or Las Vegas for serious medical needs. But the savings on daily living costs more than compensate for occasional travel expenses. Many residents find they can afford better healthcare by living in Pahrump and traveling for treatment. The recreational opportunities include outdoor activities that don't cost premium prices and community events that bring people together rather than separate them by income levels. The social atmosphere is genuine rather than manufactured by corporate community managers. The infrastructure is basic but functional, with utilities that work reliably and city services that respond to actual needs rather than profit opportunities. Pahrump, where Vegas refugees build the community that Vegas used to be, and your biggest victory is escaping corporate greed while keeping desert living. we need to talk about what Vegas actually lost when casino CEOs decided middle-class retirees weren't profitable enough. These weren't just customers. They were the people who built the communities that made Vegas a retirement destination in the first place. The Vegas refugees are retired teachers who volunteered at local schools, former nurses who organized neighborhood watch programs, small business owners who knew everyone's names, and military retirees who ran community organizations with military precision. These weren't wealthy tourists. They were the backbone of neighborhoods that actually functioned like neighborhoods. Take Sun City Summerlin in the 1990s. Retirees didn't just buy houses, they created social ecosystems that rivaled small towns. Bridge clubs that met weekly for decades. Volunteer fire departments staffed by former professionals who worked for free HOA meetings that were genuine community discussions rather than corporate presentations about fee increases. These retirees built the infrastructure that made Vegas attractive to other retirees. The annual block parties weren't corporate-sponsored marketing. They were genuine celebrations where neighbors brought homemade food and actually knew each other's grandchildren's names. The economic impact goes beyond housing prices. Local businesses that served residents rather than tourists are disappearing. The family-owned restaurants where retirees met for coffee, small medical practices that knew patients' histories, volunteer networks at hospitals and libraries run by retired professionals. The irony is staggering. Vegas is systematically destroying exactly what made it successful as a retirement destination. The authentic community connections are being replaced by corporate-managed amenities that nobody actually uses. Resort-style pools with cabana service and concierge services are designed for people who want services, not community. Vegas chose short-term profit extraction over long-term community building. St. George, Pahrump, and Prescott aren't just getting Vegas refugees. They're getting community builders who understand how to create social networks that make retirement communities thrive. Vegas traded community builders for corporate profits, and these cities are discovering what Vegas lost. People who understand that retirement communities succeed when residents care about each other. From Bullhead City's desperate bargain hunting to Pahrump's perfect revenge against casino greed, this ranking proves that Vegas retirees are voting with moving trucks against a city that chose profit extraction over community building. The best destinations offer what Vegas used to provide: affordable living, genuine community, and reasonable costs, while Vegas transforms into an expensive theme park. Casino CEOs admitted they're kicking out middle-class customers, and smart retirees are responding by taking their money, their experience, and their community spirit to places that actually want them. What do you think? Are you a Vegas refugee with inside knowledge about these destinations, or considering your own escape from casino capitalism? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Mr. Zip Code.